we do is we talk about flexology and how to go and make Ruby work. And I'm super proud of the people that we have on today because, like, you know, we're starting to do our demos. And we set up a demo environment that has all of version 2 that has been kind of tested through our side, and then we're pushing out and we're gathering information about how we have testers using that so that when we release this, we have a flawless release, or as flawless as you can possibly make it. And it's been incredible to see. I think we have about 37 people right now that are out testing on the platform. We're going to open it up to about 50 this week. So now we'll have more people out there testing it. And what's good about what we're seeing right now is we're gathering up so much data, what they're doing, how they're doing it, what they're liking, what they're using most, and then how are they using it. We're gathering all that information, and we're seeing also, you know, little bugs in there. They're able to report those bugs in. We can get those fixed, or even great ideas of how to make things a little bit easier. So we're super excited about what's been going on with that. And today, you are blessed because you're going to get to hear from 2 people who are going to bring what they have been doing over the last couple of weeks with version 2. They're going to tell you a little bit about why they love it and what they love the most about it. And then they're going to show you how to go through and use that. I love seeing it from other people. Then I'm also going to show you a couple things this morning that you maybe not have. Well, I know you haven't seen them yet. We haven't released them yet. So we're going to show you a couple more things that are new. And then we have a great way to go and talk about our flexonomics, about how to go and talk about this, all the different pieces, and how you can go and talk about this to share it. We're going to talk about that. And then, of course, we have our flexing segment where we get to honor and recognize the people who are making it happen. So with all of that said, I'm just going to go right into our first guest. Her name is Heidi Wild, and she's been here from the very, very beginning. She's probably done more demos than probably anybody else in the company. She started doing them from day one, and she's so thorough. And so I'm super excited about bringing Heidi in today to kind of go through what she's been doing with the program. Now, everybody has their own little niche that they like to go and be in, and what they like to use and how they're using it. And that's why I love having all the different types of people come in and share that with you. I know how I use it. I know how Heidi uses it. I know how you're going to hear from Cindy Marshall here in just a little bit about how she's fell in love with a certain part. I can't wait for her to show you her thing. But then we have people next week that will come in and actually do the same thing, and they're using it completely different. And that's what I love about Ruby. So with no other time wasted, I want to bring in Miss Heidi Wild. So Heidi, I'm going to bring you up to the stage and turn it over to you. Congratulations that you're here. I'm super excited for you.
Oh, thank you. Can you hear me and see me?
I got you perfect. You're ready to go.
Okay. Hi, everyone. So I'm excited to be here and to show you version 2 because we can't show it to anyone until now. So you're going to see Personify and me go into IntelliChat. When I asked Robert what I should share, he explained that, and I said, I can't show you my song, so we're going to wait for Cindy on that. So what I will do first is, right now I am in IntelliChat. I'm going to go into Personify, and I'm going to create a persona, and I've been asked to do it from social media, from my Facebook. However, you can do it from text. Now it has 5,000 characters. Thank you for adding those. You can also do it from a URL. So you can do it from your website or your landing page or competitors. But today I'm going to show you Facebook. Again, Instagram, X, TikTok is available too. So when I go into Facebook, I am going to find my URL. So I'm going to go into either my Facebook or someone else's. So I'm going to show you mine. And this is my beautiful family, everyone. So here we go. Like that, right in here, and then create persona. So let's take a minute because it's extracting. And while we wait, I'm going to tell you, drop in the chat if you know the acronym for RUBI, R-U-B-I. What does RUBI stand for, everyone? Drop it in the chat. I created another one. What is my acronym? Remarkably, unbelievably, beyond innovative. RUBI is that and all that more. So this is creating my persona. Takes a minute.
Hey, Corey, did you get all that? Because we know we got to use that now, so hope you got that taken.
Remarkably, unbelievably beyond innovative. I mean, I could go on and on. I could have lots of acronyms for Ruby. So when I was playing with Ruby also, I want to share a really huge tip. I went in for about a week and I played. And then when Robert asked me to present, I went back to the training, the deep dive, the Personify training on May 28th. Beautiful. It was awesome. And I really, when I learned how to use Ruby version 2, and then I went into the training and re-listened to some of it, because it's different when we're listening to training and then we're doing it. It really pulled it all together. So here's what happens when you create a persona now. You get 4 descriptions and you can learn, you can read the descriptions and see which one is most directionally correct. So let me read them quickly. So I'm going to show you a PDF of a wellness product. So my avatar is going to be someone who is interested in holistic health and wellness. So here she talks about a wellness focused nature loving and idealist. This is from my Facebook. So interesting. It's showing what kind of content I have. Eco-conscious, value-driven researcher, mid-40s, 50s, residing in a city. Okay, what I'm going to do quickly is I'm going to choose number 1. I'm going to go down and continue. So now it's pulling that description, and now we can take that and move it into Personify and make this persona more targeted to the audience that I want to talk to for this particular product. So it gave me a man, and I can upload an avatar. I've never re-roll. Let's do a re-roll. Moved him right in. Okay, so it called him the Vibrant Visionary, which I can change or I can keep. It also pulled in my description here, and it's giving me some demographics and psychographics of which I can now tweak. So 35 to 44, and I can add a secondary age range of 45 to 54. I can, let's say I want to target only female, then I can make my primary and my secondary female. Now this range is going to increase it 35 to 54. But if I don't want that, I can change it back. So this is giving me a little bit of a flexibility here. Here's my income range. Let's say I want to change it to 50 to 75, so that now I'm including these, but not this, or I can change it, I can keep it as is. Bachelor's degree, I'll keep that. My occupation, wellness coach, entrepreneur, freelance. I'll keep it as a wellness coach. Here's my family household. I'm going to keep it at married with children. I can change it. And I'll keep it at suburban. So now I'm going to go to my psychographics. And here's where I can get some flexibility of what kind of personality traits I want. Let's say I want someone who's, in addition to idealistic and visionary, I want someone who's intuitive, maybe an extrovert, loyal, environmentally sustainable, and venture for their values. I like social justice, honesty, and independence. I like them all. So lifestyle, let's do an adventurous. This is for my wellness product. Don't forget, if I'm doing it for Ruby, then I would put a different persona. Maybe I'd have tech savvy, but right now I'm not going to. Here's what motivates them. What's going to make them make a change? What is their pain point? They want to make a positive impact, connect with nature, personal growth. I might also add that they, right now, feeling overwhelmed and stressed. So I can add different challenges and pain points here, that they want to stay grounded and they want to work-life balance. And here's what they are, goals and aspirations. Let's see, spreading positivity, living in harmony, achieving financial stability. Maybe my wellness product has a business attached to it. And I'm always keeping in mind what I want to present and promote for my content. So I'm keeping it laser focused. What are their buying behaviors? Eco-conscious, value-driven, researches thoroughly. And you know what? I don't need anyone who researches thoroughly. I want the impulse buyer. And I want somebody who values my product and will pay. So maybe not a bargain hunter. And where do they consume media? I want to choose those, and they use technology. And maybe they use a laptop and a desktop and a tablet. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back up here and I'm gonna change my voice profiles, or I'm gonna know that I have 3 of them. So I can create my own voice here if I don't see what I like. So what do I have? And I have 3 choices. So if I want, let's say, friendly, I have to unpick one of these and pick one of those. Okay, and my tone, inspirational, mindful, uplifting. Oh, very good. Do I want any others? Maybe I want empathetic instead of mindful. All right, or I can add one. And now I'm going to save my persona. Anything else on that, Robert? Okay. You know what? I'm going to rechange this to FlexCast, so I know which one I'm using. And you can upload your photo. I did that as well. If you want to use your own picture to this one. Okay, my persona is now saved. So now I'm going to go into IntelliChat. And I've been asked to use Cohere because this allows me to use a PDF. So I'm going to click that. I'm going to choose my persona. Flex, vibrant, visionary. And this is for my wellness product. So how do I want to do? I want to be thoughtful and empathetic because this person might have some stress. I'm going to open this up, and here's where you can see my history of all the work I've done. This is what I want to choose for my PDF. It's called anchoring. And I've already uploaded my file, but if I didn't, I could do it right here. I could upload a PDF or some data. So I'm going to choose that. Now that brought it over here. And now I'm going to choose a module. So I'm going to write a blog outline. And now again, I'm using my PDF. So my blog outline is benefits of happy juice. And I want to show you the difference when I do this and when I put in another prompt. So it's taking the information from my PDF and it's giving me the benefits. Okay, so this is where it's telling me 5 ways happy juice can brighten your day. And then it's giving me the melatonin, all the information. However, if I change this prompt a little bit and say the benefits of the ingredients of happy juice. Now it's going to really be specific. See, before it didn't give me all the information, and it's also bringing back the PDF. So now I can see the source of where that information came from. So now I'm going to choose another chat. So there are several chats to choose from, and I'm going to choose another module, and I'm going to do social media hashtag generator. So now I'm using my PDF and I want to do some social media content. So let me say what would be wellness. Maybe sleep. These are and maybe coaches. So let's generate. I have 50 characters. So now it's giving me hashtags. And it's giving me the significance in the use of my hashtags. So that's really cool, right? One thing that I didn't show you that I want to go back to is in Personify. I can choose my persona. Choose any of them. And I can choose the detail list here, which is this. I can also choose a list view. So it's giving me all my personas in kind of a snapshot. And then I can do a comparison. So I can take two. Let's say I want Breezy Bliss and Sophie, let's see, another wellness. And I can analyze them. I can see the two of them together. This is, I believe, on the premium and the premium plus plan. And I can analyze them and it'll show me the the comparison of the two personas, the crossovers. And now I can create a blended persona and bring in both of those, which is really, really cool. So I want to show that. Robert, is there anything else you'd like?
No, I love the fact that it's just all working together. And I think one of the things that's really cool is the ability to cross the different models inside of IntelliChat. So you were able to go in and pull the information from your PDF. It's going to constrain what is said and what it can't be said inside of the requests that you're asking for. And then you get the good data, but then you could actually switch it over to GPT-4, or you could actually go into Claude 3 or Google Gemini Pro, and you could do more stuff off of them. So if you wanted to actually even go further out, taking the data that's already in the conversation, it's already loaded there for all the different models. So you can go in and do a lot of different ways of playing with it. And one of the things that you are showing, it's super powerful, is the ability to do the crossovers, but then also blended personas. And when you do the blended personas, like you might have 4 different personas that are for your niche that you're trying to reach in your product. So you have 4 very specific target audiences, but you don't want to go and create 4 different content sets. And so you might just want to do 2. And so to be able to take 2 of the personas and cross them over and then take 2 other ones and cross them over, now I've got my 2 personas that I can use. And if you'll hover over that that little icon up there at the top, if you'll click on that, I see it's right above the avatar. I can't. There you go. So look at that. Click on that real quick for me.
Right here?
Yeah, click right there. That actually, so that is the emblem that actually tells you that it's a blended persona. So you know that it's blended. And then it will also show you the 2 that you use to blend it. And of course, you can click on any one of those to go to that persona as well. But what I love about it is that now it's not just telling you, here's the persona, but in that persona crossover, it tells you the marketing strategies that you need to use to create the content to effectively target both of the personas at the same time. So it's not just saying, here's a persona and here's where they kind of are the same and different, but it's actually giving you straight content marketing strategies and how to create content to hit both of these at the same time at the most effective possible way. And of course, you can always go ahead and look at it from here. So thank you so much. It was awesome. Everybody give it up for Heidi. She did incredible. And, she's been playing with this for a little over a week and a half, 2 weeks. So, there's a lot to learn. And she is learning. So I do want to ask a couple questions, though. Just one about what you love about it. What is the learning capabilities? Like, how long is it taking you to learn it? Is it easy? Kind of give us your overall opinion first of just version 2, getting your hands on it.
Sure. Well, once I got in there, the first thing I did is went to the music, and it's so fun and so easy. And what I did was I collaborated with someone else, not on my team. So I'd encourage you to do that. Reach out to other people in Ruby and get on a Zoom together and play around, because I believe that we both wouldn't have done what we did if we weren't collaborating, because 2 minds are better than 1, right? Or we can have sessions together. What I really liked about it is it's very intuitive. It is so once you start clicking around, And you know, I made some personas that I would go back and change because at the beginning, I wasn't quite sure of all of the nuances. And then, you know, starting to play with the different chats. And like you said, Robert, you can put, and I was gonna go back and show you, you can put in IntelliChat, one string of all the different types of chats and see the difference between them, which is really cool, and learn what, oh, this is what Sonnet does, this is what Cohere does, this is what GPT-4 does, you know.
Right,
and
right.
you get to know what's the benefits, or what they're all beneficial in different ways. And again, I really would recommend going back to the training, because that really pulled it together for me. When I listened to a couple of, you know, minutes of each of them, it's like, oh, that's what he was talking about. And now I can go in and play and really learn what it is that the capabilities. And I have scratched the surface. I know that, you know, because, you know, the more I play with it, the more confident I get with it. And everyone is just diving in and getting your hands dirty. You can't break it. You know,
Right.
the worst thing is you might use a credit or a word or two that, you know, oh, well, you'll learn again. But the music piece, and I learned this, I learned you can't use certain words in music. So for example, I wanted a song about high vibes, you know, for good frequency, vibration when you stay in a high vibe. Well, the word high wouldn't let me respond with the music. However, when I changed it to good vibes, my music popped. So if you're getting an error, look at the words and see, because AI doesn't allow some cutting edge things like that, you know, it may be that issue.
Well, very, very good. So thank you for doing this. I appreciate it. I hope everybody got to learn something here. And obviously, the more you play with it, the more you're going to get familiar with it. So thank you so much, Heidi. We appreciate everything that you do here. So I'm going to move on just a little bit here. I want to show you a couple of things that are new that you haven't seen yet. So as we have mentioned before, when you first get into version 2, there is a new way of getting started. And part of that is to get you familiar with what to do and how to get going, and then also to gather some information. But we've done some graphic design changes. If you haven't seen it, then this is all new for you. But this is a splash page that you'll get when you get to Ruby the very, very first time. And when you click Let's Get Started, it'll take you through a process of going and just giving us some information, but setting it up so that the interface is set for you. And the other thing I wanted to share with you is another way of looking at the create button. So now when you hit the create button at the very top, you're going to have a way to create a project or to use an existing project. This is something you haven't really seen yet because it's tied to Canvas Plus. And when you create a project, what that means is that every asset that you use to create the final product is all going to be stored in one place, and it's all connected together. So if you're building a video, you don't have to go and start all over. If you want to go back in a month later and change just the audio, you can change just that one clip of audio and re-render it, and you're back out the door with a new piece of content. But you're also able to share assets. So sharing prompts, sharing results of prompts, sharing the chat. You can do all of this in the conversations inside of the asset manager by sharing those with other projects. But it also allows you to really keep your stuff organized. And as you start to build a lot of content, and you just need to be organized. And so projects allow us to do that. And with your project manager, you'll be able to go through, open those up, see all the files that are associated with that specific project. And then you'll be able to share those between other projects by what we call linking. So you're just going to link certain assets to other projects. And the great news is that we're just linking them, so it's not taking up more of your storage space. It's just linking those assets so that it can be used now in the other different projects that you have. So super important for us to be able to go out and really put in a new way of managing the way that you go and create amazing content here. So, all right, that's all fun and games. And I have enjoyed this whole process, but now I'm super excited about bringing another person forward. She's a little nervous. I can see her in her face. She's a little nervous, but it's okay because she is awesome at what she is getting ready to share with you. You know, when we released Virtual Studio, I will say it was so fun just to see everybody so excited. They were making all kinds of things that they just have imagined, and they were playing with the images, and they were making some creative stuff. And it's incredible what you can do, because what Ruby does is it takes it and simplifies the very best AI image engines in the world and makes them easy to use. And then we have presets to take it over the top and make it absolutely gorgeous. And then you added the face swap, which everybody loved that because it was another way to go and personalize something. And today we're going to bring you Ruby Music. And Ruby Music opens up a personalization above and beyond anything else that's out there right now, because now you cannot just create a song that you hear and you can use it as underscores and eds for anything and everything you want to commercial use. But with the vocals, you can create full songs that actually say something. And that is what I'm excited to bring on Cindy Marshall. And she is going to share with Ruby Music with you. But before we do that, I'm going to bring you up to the stage. Cindy, hey, congratulations. Welcome for being here.
Thank you.
Hey, so you've had it now for about a week and a half as well. So kind of give me a little bit of your view of Ruby version 2 and what you like most about it.
It's amazing. Like Ruby 1 is blowing your mind, right? But Ruby 2 just makes it look like nothing compared. Like the improvements are just insane. And I mean, Ruby 1 is still blowing everything out of the water, right? It's just pretty cool. Persona is insane. I mean, I've been using it for music, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And I haven't had the chance to actually dabble into the cross ones because I haven't really looked into it too much because I've been having too much fun playing with the music. But I was using Persona to get like psychographics to build songs.
Yeah, that's great. That's excellent.
But a lot of my own lyrics, some of my poems that I wrote years and years ago, I've just gone crazy with it and made all kinds of stuff.
Excellent. Well, hey, do you need to share your screen?
Sure.
Okay, so just hit the present, hit share your screen, and we'll push it up there for you. I'm super excited to hear this from you because, you know, there's certain people that just reach out to me when they're like super excited about something, and you've been dropping all these on me like, can you believe they did this? Can you believe it did that? And it's like, I love your excitement. So I can't wait for you to share that with everybody. So if you get up there, you'll share the window that you want, and then make sure you have that share sound in the bottom left. Perfect. When you share, let's start out with a bang. All right, Cindy, hey, walk us through what it is that we're looking at here.
So I used
Here, pause it for just a second. Pause it for just a second. Okay, cool.
I'm doing an album called Gen X. So it's basically just, you know, songs that were stuff about my days, like the things we were doing and stuff like that. And I made up some lyrics and I tested it through the music and I just put it through some different genres, see what I liked, and that one sounded good. So I put it together, made a video, and there it is.
So can you walk us through how you made that in Ruby Music?
Absolutely.
Awesome. So one of the things that is interesting about the way that music works, and every time I've shown this, it's the same result. It's like people get so excited just with the ability to do what's been in their mind maybe for decades. I've had like this ability to do this song and it's been in my world forever and I want to explain it to somebody. And it's like, finally, I have a way to do this. I don't have to go to a studio. I can't sing, so I can't sing it myself. But now I can go and bring that to market and I can do whatever I want to do with it. And so it's super excited about how that piece can fit into everything here.
Okay, so basically,
You need to share your screen there. So if you'll stop this one and then go and share that screen. Then you'll hit present, share screen, and find your tab that you're using.
So all I did was click it over to the custom mode. And then you can choose whether you do a short version, which is about anywhere between 1.5 minutes, 3 minutes, or a long version, you just click it over and you can get up to like around 4 minutes.
Right.
And I just stuck my lyrics in here. But
So what's really,
sorry?
so what's really incredible though is I saw the one that you had there. Is like it was like 6 words. 6 words gets you an incredible song, and that's what I love about music. You don't have to write like a bunch. Now you can do your own custom. I'm sure you're getting ready to show that, so do that.
Okay, I'll do the custom and then I'll go back to what you were talking about because it's actually really cool what you're talking about. But you can just literally put your lyrics in here yourself, like write your own stuff, put it in here. Or if you wanted to just describe something, you just write it like, or like, okay, so we could just do what we were talking, what I had there before. About life in the big city. And then you just hit random lyrics.
Yeah. So when it goes to generate this, depending on which way you're going, to short version or long version, it may take a few minutes to do that, right? So once you've got everything in there, you'd see a progress bar at the very top, and that will kind of go across, you know, as you're building your song. But here's the other thing that's nice is that let's say you're going to build a song and you want to go and do something with IntelliJ while that's building. You literally can just close this and come back, and the songs will let you know when your songs are completed. And then you can just come right back to this and you'll see them in the list, the playlist for you. So you don't have to sit there and necessarily wait for them. Now you can if you wish, but it allows you to go and do other things. So go ahead and kind of tell us what you're showing in the custom thing.
Okay, so here is the lyrics that Ruby's come up with. You can go through them, you can change these, you don't have to use all of them, you can use some of them, you don't have to use any of them, you can redo it again. But if you like it, you can go down here and you pick your style of music. And there's like pretty much any kind of style you can think of. So you just choose your style and we'll just say psychedelic. And then you just hit generate. And like Robert was talking about, the bars right here, and it'll just go across. I mean, all these, like, I made songs.
So click on one of those real quick. Let's just kind of look at what it's building.
Here's a good one.
Awesome. And so one of the things I love about the versatility of this and like giving you ideas or use cases is something that I think some people need a little bit of direction of where and how they could use it. But here are like some of the things that we've seen already being used. 1, for podcast opens. 2, jingles. A way to go out and create your social media channels where it's different, it's new, and it's going to be more about you. And you can do that with your own songs, right? And so you can go out and put them into the social media platform. And none of these places that you're taking this, do you have to worry about infringement, because these are all ready for you. Like you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. The other part that I've seen them used for are doing all kinds of corporate videos, all kinds of event stuff that you're going to do. So if you're doing something, let's say for, like, I can just see what our flex events are going to look like. We're going to have contests. We're going to have all kinds of fun stuff of who can make the best songs, and be able to pull those up. And there you can see that the songs are now completed. So now if you go back up, you'll see that those songs are now in your playlist. And now we can play that. Let's just play it and see what we got. Now, if you'll scroll down on the left side underneath your image down the bottom left. Yeah, you go. Scroll down right there. There you can also see all the verses and the choruses and what it's actually singing. And so now you have all of that available to you as well. So lots of fun things you can do inside of the music. You get 2 songs every single time that you do a generation. So yeah, it gives you a couple of different versions based on the same lyrics, but it's different style, maybe a little bit different beat that you get to use. It gives you these options. So Ruby Music is amazing. Cindy, thank you for everything you're doing. I know you're having so much fun and going through and having I think you've played more music than anybody else in Ruby Music, including me. That's definitely a true thing, I believe to say. So anyway, well, thank you so much. We have so much more to cover, but thank you for coming in and playing with it and showing us what you can and cannot do. That's always good to go. And I love that shirt in the back. Wow, how awesome is that? All right, guys. Well, hey, let's give it up for our panel today. Miss Heidi Wild and Cindy. I do appreciate everything that you guys are doing. It is super powerful for what we're about ready to go. And I can't wait to get this to market. So that we're actually doing here and what we have our hands on. And I want to do it in a very simplistic way because sometimes it gets so complicated. There's so much to talk about. And so the very first thing I think that you need to realize when you're talking about the product is that we are a place where imagination truly comes to life. No matter what it is that you're thinking about or can do, you can do it inside of Ruby without having to have 5,000 different subscriptions. You don't have to have 5 different other ways to go and put a final product together. You don't have to worry about, getting the best of the technology in the world because we can always integrate it in. If it's something new that comes out, we're going to put it in. And one of the great things about the way that we built this is that it's always expanding and it's always building. And so that's the first way to talk about it. The second thing is to understand that there is market superiority that's being put into place that specifies we're in the blue ocean and we're going to stay there. And that is with our 4 patent pending pieces right now of IntelliChat, which you got to see a little bit today from Heidi, Personify, which you're going to see really be a major player in anything that you're doing as far as content creation. Canvas Plus, which will be the next big push out, which is where you can create your audio video, where you can create all of your documents, your PDFs, your resume, any kind of templates that you can think of as we grow that place out. Canvas Plus is a major way of doing that, keeping everything in one place. And then Closer you'll hear about in the 3rd quarter. But we have 4 pieces of applications inside of Ruby that extends it and has a patent pending on it right now. We also talk about our brand purpose. Why did we create this? Because we wanted to create democratization of AI so everybody in the world can have it. And they can have the very best. And they don't have to be technically sound to do it, right? They don't have to be a prompt engineer to get the very best that is in the world for the question that you're needing or the service that you're looking to get from AI. You also don't have to be a technical person as far as just to create the best images in the world. You want Midjourney, it's hard. Like you're gonna have to go and create an account with Midjourney. You're gonna have to learn how to open an account in Discord. And then you're gonna have to link the 2 together in Discord. And then you're gonna have to go and learn all the commands in Discord. And then you're gonna have to learn how to do the prompting. And then you're gonna have to learn how to do the next step of creating and putting the new stuff out there. And then you have to figure out how to go back into getting those images and how do you use those images. It's super easy inside of Ruby. All you do is go in there, you choose Midjourney, you make your image and you download it and you're done, right? It's that simple. And so keeping it simple is a big part of it. We have Personify. Nobody else in the world has this. This is special to Ruby and it's a patent pending process. canvas. Nobody has this, where everything in one place can be created and married together and pushed out to a final product and eventually pushed wherever you want it. Like, you want it on Twitch, do you want it on YouTube, do you want it on, a Facebook reel or an Instagram reel, or if you want to make a YouTube short, TikTok, you just will share that directly in wherever you've connected it. We have Spy. It gives you the ability to go in and look at all this. Is AI protected? You're going to find that it's going to be found by AI detection. Is it plagiarism free? Ghost helps you rewrite, humanizes content, goes underneath the AI detection radars, gathers the information that you need to go and make great content. IntelliChat, another patent pending piece that puts everybody in the right conversation, so you don't have to restart, and you can guarantee that you're getting the very best in the world in the best content that you're pushing out. Our virtual studio, it has everything in it, from image lab, video lab, audio lab, and of course, RUBI music. Now, all of these things that you have, and the biggest mistake that most people try to do is go and cover every single bit of everything that we offer. And really what they need to do is just ask a few questions. Find out what they do and how they do it, and find a place that RUBI solves their problem. And so if you're talking to somebody who's a marketer, then you just say, well, hey, how are you creating your content? Oh, well, we go over to GPT, and then we go over here and we use copy leaks to do this. And then we go over here and we use Write AI. Guys, ask questions and just say, well, I can do all that in one program. That's kind of a pain to jump all over the place. Can I show you RUBI? It answers the solutions to everything they have. And then the last thing I think we can always put into our definition of where we're going is selfless, because it's a part of who we are. When people join a business, by the way, I'm not talking about RUBI, I'm talking about Flex. When people join a business, they join a business for a lot of reasons, not just money. Money is one option. Family is another big option. We have an amazing Flex family because of who you are. The third is because they want to be about something bigger than themselves. And that's where selfless comes in. Just know that it's not cause marketing. Because cause marketing is to create a cause to create the business. Our philosophy is the opposite way, to create the business and the community that then solves the problem of the cause. All of this is the ways that you can define it. And of course, when we talk about the saying of the most powerful, value-driven, this is what we're talking about, value-driven platform in the world. And it's all there because of how much it is and what you get all under one roof. And guys, you have unlimited chat with Claude 3 Haiku, Claude Instant, and ChatGPT 3.5. All of that doesn't go against your word bank. So for all those who are saying, well, I can just use it for free. Great, use it for free, but you might want to actually use it to actually get something good. And so when you come in, you can use GPT 3.5 and you can get some good stuff out of there. And then you can turn right around and use GPT-4 to just finalize where you want it to be, instead of going and trying stuff and using words. There's a way that you can go about learning how to use IntelliChat to make your words really count. And as far as credits go, guys, you just don't understand how much some of the stuff costs. It costs money to have subscriptions to do music. It costs to have music with vocals. It costs to have your voiceovers. It costs to have dubbing. It costs to have video created. It costs to have all the different chats. It costs to have an AI detection application. It costs to have a plagiarism. And you might be sitting there going, yeah, but I'm not going to use some of that. And that's the beauty of the way that we use our words and credits, because every one of the major features we talk about are all in every one of our subscriptions. You don't have to use them all. It's where you use your credits is where you want to use them, and they carry over to the next month. So there's a lot of different ways that you can explain this. You as a distributor, as a brand influencer, need to know all of it, because you need to be able to retain what it is that each of these do, because they solve a problem. And when you find the person with the problem, you can say, I have the solution for you to do that, without having to say, it does all this stuff. Let them figure out all the stuff that they can do after you show it how it solves a problem or what their need is at that moment. And then they'll find all the other places that they have problems that they didn't even maybe know about. And Ruby is the solution for that. All right, let's move quick now. 2 minutes after, flexing. Let's talk about this. This is my favorite section. We definitely can't do it. I love to look at one picture, and this one couldn't be any better timing because of Heidi Wild. Loving the way she uses Face Swap to go out and put herself out there. Congratulations. I want to give you 100 credits just because of how cool this image was. And I like to go to Flex Connection and start looking around and finding things. The way people are using the images and Face Swap and all the capabilities, congratulations to you. And go and post your images in the Flex Connection because this could be you next week.